Good morning, guys and gals. It's been a while since I last recorded a video using audio, so apologies if anything is a little bit off. But today we're going to be going through a full stage, and I'm going to be talking through my process on why I'm doing what I'm doing. So hopefully this gives you a better understanding of how to play the comps that you're playing. Today's comp we're going to be doing is Pollux. We're going to do all of these on Wave 2 this week. Ogier is a pain, but not a pain. He has a weird gimmick, but most comps can play through the gimmick just fine. This works with just an OE Pollux. You don't need a plus 12 Pollux like I have. You also don't need a plus 8 caster. E3 caster is probably fine, but OE caster is better. Arachne E2 is most likely fine. You could probably do E0. And then Aegis doesn't need OE. You can have just whatever Aegis your account has. I'm not going to be going in depth on what their skills do. I'm going to be doing this at the assumption that you already know what the unit's skills do. I'm just going to be explaining my thought process on why I'm doing it. Posse, Sacred Bleeding Heart, that is one of Pollux's better posses, but if you have him AA and after you rouse, you could probably do a different posse like Caster's Posse, which would be just fine, but for right now we're just going to stick with Pollux's posse. The wheels here, I tried to have pretty minimal wheels, even using our rear wheels here, and Pollux being the only one who has double SR wheels. So let's get into this. The very first fight here, I want to stall and fill up my bars as much as possible. So I'm playing cards that allow me to stall. So you generally want to use Caster's cards first, because when you use them first, you get 103 shield with that Quasar effect. When it's got that yellow border, that means the Quasar is ready. Another thing with me using this now is I'm going to put it into Ultra Turn, so next turn I can use it again for even more shield and weakness. The first Pollux card you play every turn is enhanced, and so you want to use Pollux's strike or defenses first, and then use a Sacred Heart, because the enhanced strike and defense gives you more alienness. So you get just more alienness when you play that. Then you can play these afterwards. I'm going to play the Small Wish here first for the more Embryo fusion. I guess having longer vulnerable on the front target is fine, but I mainly want it for the Embryo fusion, so bar is a little bit more higher. Strike, so he gets more alienness, and then use a Sacred Heart because it's the last thing I can do. This first fight, don't be afraid to take some damage, even if you get down to 10% health, that is fine. We want to be charging all of our exalts and key flare and stuff for the next fight, and that allows you to snowball throughout the entire match. Same thing as before, we're going to play this defense first. We're going to go ahead and grab this weakness card, play that, give him weakness. We want to use Eternal Loom. I'm thinking here if I want to use this and then use Eternal Loom, so it puts I get 3 total copies of Guiding Strings, and I kind of do want to do that. So I'm going to play that, and then play that, which puts one in my hand, one in my discard pile, one in my draw pile. We'll go ahead and play that. What I should have done was Onyx Plume and then play that. It would have killed this guy. Actually, I am going to rewind. This is... If I have Rewind, I'm using Rewind. Rewind comes with the Battle Pass, the Premium Battle Pass. But when I make a mistake like that, I personally do Rewind and fix said mistake. So I'm going to use Defense, Get that Quasar card. Use this Eternal Loom. 1 Onyx Bloom to put corrosion on him so I can kill him. And then I will play this Guiding String. I'm glad it drew into that Guiding String. Alright, so this turn here, you might not see coming. I need to get a little bit more Key Flare. That's perfect. I'm going to Exalt on Aegis here. This just allows me to stun for 1 more turn longer. I'm going to get that 1 extra Aliamus so I can play this for free. And then now I'm going to charge some more bars. Ooh. So this is kind of dangerous because I have her portrait. It's ultra weak, and having her portrait puts on more, whatever this is, Final Verdict. And I don't need to charge her right now. I almost never use Arachne's Exalt until the very final battle. So I think I'm going to just stop. So my bar is charged a little bit more. I could easily finish this turn if I want to. If you don't know, any embryos, this is not Saya's P Caro, but on regular Caro, any embryos left in your hand at the end of a match adds to your furnace here. So if you had no embryos, you only get like 10% of furnace when the match ends, or something like that. But each embryo adds more furnace there. So you do kind of want to end your match with a bunch of embryos if your units are pretty well charged, and mine are decently charged. I am going to use the strike here. I'm going to use this defense. I'm going to use a small wish first, just because these can do a lot of Final Verdict. Yeah, 20,000 Final Verdict. I was worried that it was going to kill there, but I didn't want it to kill. I'm going to use the Onyx Plume first, just because I want Caster to get a little bit more Aliamus. I'll use 1 more Onyx Plume. I wish I could get Aegis just a little bit more. I think giving these to Aegis is more important than the health. So the next fight I do, I can just rouse Aegis turn 1 and she'll be Exalt ready. And now I'll finish this dude off. And as you can see, I'm relatively healthy here. But I have all this friggin' Exalt and stuff. Luckily, this fight is really simple because he doesn't do anything turn 1. And then if you get him to half health, he also doesn't do anything. So it's a relatively simple fight. I'm just going to charge my bars here. I shouldn't have done that. Luckily, it's turn 1, so even if you didn't have Rewind, you just retry battle, and it'll go there. The reason why I shouldn't have done that is because I don't want this in my Ultra turn. I would rather have this in my Ultra turn to get more pursuits. And then we can just do this, this, this. Although this wax oil, these sticky waxes, are pretty annoying. I do try to play these as much as I can. We're going to get him halfway here this turn, so we just need to figure out how we need to get him halfway. We don't need to play this strike with Quasar, because we're not going to take any damage, because we're going to get him to half health. So why would we need shields? I'm going to go ahead and actually rouse Pollux here. I have Blade of the Titan, so I want to rouse him before I Exalt. But also, before I Exalt, he gives you 2 cards when he's over Exalt, and I don't have space for 2 cards, so I want to make space for 2 cards. This next turn that I play is going to go an Ultra turn. We'll do a Sacred Heart. And now we will Pollux Exalt. The blade didn't make this -1, but it has a chance to make it -1, so you want to get that chance if possible. We don't want to Ultra turn here, so we are going to take a card out of Ultra space, but we gotta clear our hand. I mean, we don't have to clear our hand because it's just defense. I'm trying to think of how I want to get him low here. I have AA Pollux, so if I... Holy moly, I didn't expect that to do that much damage. If I play a card and I draw it, it's going to be 0. I do want to get him a little bit lower, because the lower you make him, the lower his minions are, and I want to be able to kill his minions next turn. So I am going to do a little bit more damage. Oh, that's a lot more damage than I want. So I'm going to do this. Don't die. And I want to play this defense. I played the yellow one first, because now when you play the yellow one, it will enhance your next card, and I want my defense enhanced because I want the alien generation here. So I'm going to do that. Play that because why not? It didn't matter playing that. All this bleed and stuff doesn't matter because he splits and you lose all the bleed. But now I want to kill these guys this turn. And I do want to use a sticky wax as well. I'm going to... I think I'm going to Aegis Exalt here. Just so they're vulnerable. The vulnerable allows me to use this. And play the sticky wax. Give Aegis more alienness. Small wish. I will do this into drawing it. I will play one more. I will play this. When you use one of the yellow Sacred Hearts on Pollux, your next card also gives you a little bit of alienness to charge him. So even if it's not a strike or defense, you still get a little bit of alienness every time you use a gold card and then you use another card. So I want to, if I could, use both these gold cards. I don't think I will have the alienness to do that. She gives everybody 10 alienness with this card, which I'm going to use here. Don't die. Nice. And this will kill him. I could use any card I want in this situation, so it doesn't matter which one here. Ideally, Pollux would be at max alienness here going into the next battle, but he's not, so fine. If I had any way of generating counter, this relic is phenomenal. I don't have any way of generating counter. I mean, I guess I could get this and then get this. But this is also crap. So I will get this in hoping I find a counter relic in the future. And so let's go ahead and heal here. Luckily we got alienness from the start of the battle, enough to exalt him. I want to not go into Ultra turn, and so I need to take a card out of the Ultra bar, but if I take a card out right now, and then I play a card, I would still go into Ultra turn. So I need to play a card first, and then I can take a card out of Ultra turn later in the turn. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm going to Pollux Exalt. I could take a card out of Ultra turn anytime now, and I won't go into Ultra turn. I am going to Pollux Exalt, and I'm just going to try to kill the front 3 units. I just want to kill you. I don't want to kill you. I can't even play this because I will definitely kill you. I'll take this card. Oh great, it's a plume. And we will end turn. Oh, these sticky waxes. How many do I have? I've got 2 in my deck. Nice, perfect. Defense, this is what I want. Strike, that's what I want. This onto Pollux. And then you're dead. Now you're dead. Oh, I'm gaining the alienness at the start of turn because of these 15 right here. This is a pretty good relic. If I didn't have their portraits, I would probably do this. I don't really need the health. But I don't want this weakness card right now. So I am going to destroy a command card. Aegis defense is what I normally do. If I don't have Arachne relic, I'll get rid of her strike and defense next. If I do have her personal relic, I'll get rid of caster strike and defenses. Let's continue on through the stage here. Again, this turn 1, I want to kill these front 2 enemies. I do want to get this, play this, exalt. Use this. Take that card out of soul space. Ah, too much damage. Dang it. I wanted to double play this. But I don't think I can double play it without killing this dude. So I'll just have to single play it. Oh my god, stop putting sticky waxes in my deck. I can finally play one, which is great. I will play defense first. Actually, I'll play defense second. I'm going to play... No, I'll defense first. I'm afraid if I play this first, it's going to have the bonus and he's going to die. Before I end this turn, let's go ahead and give him a little bit more. And now I should just be able to win from here. I'm going to play an Onyx Plume, even though I don't have a Sacred Heart lined up, in hopes to get a Sticky Wax. Yeah, I was hoping to get a Sticky Wax so I can not have that in my stupid deck. I'm going to play this. I was hoping it wouldn't kill, so the next card I played would just give me a little bit more alienness, a little bit more... Oh my god, stupid Sticky Wax. Aegis Relic is decent. When Aegis deals damage... Okay... Oh, here we go. I get counter when defense is played. So, in order to get this effect, I need to play defense. Great. For my relics, I guess I should walk through this process now that I'm at the shop. I look for anything that gives me Arithmetica. I want the syringe, I want the emblem, or if you're in Caro like me, you want Bloody Pebbles. I didn't get any of them. I could have bought something, but I don't particularly need anything. It's almost always worth the risk, even though I sold an Arachne strike defense while I have her portrait. That's fine for 75 sigils here, and the shop is right here, so I don't need any of those. I don't need any of those. I don't need any of those. And now I'll just buy whatever. I don't care about poison. I could have been losing my health as well. Like, as you can see, I'm pretty full, so why do I need health? Just wasn't feeling it. This is going to be the exact same as the last 2 fights or 3 fights. Play a card, so we get our Ultra Space nice and available. Pollux Posse. then Pollux Exalt, just so it has a chance of getting -1. We're going to play one of these Sacred Hearts, and then we're going to decomp, so we can draw that Sacred Heart that we just played. Then we can play Path. You know, even if we take 600 damage here, it's not the end of the world. I'm probably going to Engine Wings. Play some more Sacred Hearts. Get rid of this, so we're not going to go into Ultra Turn. I'll end here. I'll take this damage, but then I will immediately heal it. Just so I'm nice and topped off. Play a Sticky, because get that out of my deck. Give Pollux some more Alienus. In this situation, which one I pick doesn't matter, but if your units are a little bit weaker, you do want to use this 2 out of 3 one before you use the ones that haven't been used. That way, if you use this one, you draw it, it's going to be yellow. Don't die, don't die. Nice, he didn't die. So now I can play this defense at double effectiveness. Oh, I played the defense at double effectiveness. That gave me more counter, which gave me more Arithmetica. I'm sitting pretty here. I would like to not kill you. Can I? I was hoping to draw into stuff, but this is fine. Going into the boss, I have full everything. Let's see what this gives me. Phantom Hand, I don't care. I can also go back to the shop. I've got more sigil yield now. I can buy this, whatever. If there was the other shop available, I would go over there, refresh a few times, but since the bridge got destroyed, can't do that. And now we're going into the final battle. We've got full Alienus on 3 of our units. These are the ones that matter. And we have a good amount of Key Flare. Certain bosses, you 100% want Aegis to also be at full Alienus, especially like the Wave 5 boss this week, because you can do your full combo, put a bunch of bleed on them, kill them, and then Aegis will stun them so they don't phase change. I can kind of, if I get her at full during this fight, I'll show you. We'll see when we get there. This fight is different than the mob fighting. We do want to go into Ultra Turn next. So we're going to, first thing we're going to do is get a card out of here. That way the next card we play goes into there. Because we annihilated, we can now Arachne Exalt. Arachne Exalt will allow us to use all these guiding strings we've been stacking up, the Weaver. Now she can Pursuit, and so we'll build that up. We are going to want to Pollux Rouse. And now we want to get our hand down a little bit so we can Pollux Exalt. Play 2 cards. Kind of want to play this. That's not going to get my hand size down, but I do want to play this first so it goes into Ultra Turn. You sticky wax, son of a... It doesn't matter. I'm not going to sticky wax. Use 1, 2, Pollux Exalt. Going to go ahead and rouse. And then play the rest of these. I should have done this sooner, so I got just a little bit more damage out of these Sacred Hearts that I'm playing. I'm going to Soul Searing to get the 0-cost Sacred Hearts. I'm going to use these blooms here to draw a bunch of these Sacred Hearts that I have been playing. I might as well use this. Use this. And we're going to get this Sticky Wax out. I don't see a particular reason to use Caster now or later, so I'm going to use him now that we're going to be in Ultra Turn. This looks pretty good. Caster Exalt. Before I Caster Exalted, I checked to see if I had enough hand space. I was at 9. 9 means I have enough hand space. I am quite certain I have a couple Sacred Hearts at the top of my deck, so I can just use this first thing. Try to get the Sacred Hearts. This is one of the Sacred Hearts that was in the Ultra Space. So if I play it, it's not going to become a 3 out of 3. So I'm fishing for that last Sacred Heart, which is here. And we're going to use that Sacred Heart. I'm going to use this. I won't be able to get it yellow. I'm not sure if this is the correct play, but I'm going to use a normal double, this Ultra Space one, and then I will just do Ultra Space one for all of these, and then I'll end off with this Cleansing Judgment. These, you normally won't have this much Arithmetica because you're not going to potentially have this Relic here. But as you can see, I have 4.5 million bleed on Ogier, as well as that 3 million damage I've already done. I can use whatever I want here. It doesn't matter. The fight is over. He's going to get his little baby shield, and then he's dead. So, yeah, that's kind of the basics on how you Pollux every wave. A5 is generally where I put Pollux, and I prep my Alienus and my cards on that very first fight. That first fight is normally the most essential fight, and then this is the result. Full health, 7 million damage, first turn, just complete annihilation. This 100% works without personal relics. Without personal relics, you usually go into Ultra Turn at least once during the mobbing phase, and you're going to be using Aegis' stun a little bit more. Instead of doing Pollux Rouse immediately in the mob fights, you're going to take it. It'll probably take 3 to 4 turns every mob fights instead of 2 turns. Those last, 4 mob fights, I did it in 2 turns. First turn, I did the Pollux Rouse Exalt thing. Second turn, I cleaned up. If it's not the Ultra Relics, it normally takes 3 turns. But that is generally how I play this Pollux caster comp. This is particular to this comp. If you don't have Arachne and you have a different support here, Horla, Clem, Thighs, whatever, the game plan is similar but a little bit different, because the Ultra Turn is not the super Ultra Turn that Arachne does. It doesn't carry over your buffs on your units, so you have to re-exalt your Pollux in Ultra Turn and play your cards just a little bit differently. So this is mainly for this particular comp. I hope this helped anybody who's watching, and if you're trying to go after this exact comp, you can use this as a guide to use this. I'm going to make a couple other videos with a couple other teams and just have my thought process through the stage. Thank you for watching. This was Zioku. Peace.